Hi and welcome back to The Girl Who Speaks Bear, written by Sophie Anderson, illustrated by Katrin Hernesta and read with permission from Usborne Publishers. We're continuing with chapter 5 today, and this is a story that Yanka tells called The Lime Tree's Curse. Once upon a time a woodsman found the soul of the forest. His axe fell from his hands and his eyes opened wide as he gazed at the tree that stood there. It was as tall as the sky, wide as the sunrise, and it sang and danced with the wind. From its branches grew birds, from its seed sprouted streams, and from its leaves lifted lyrical poems. With trembling fingers the woodsman picked up his axe. One branch, he thought. I'll take one branch of this enchanted tree and carve my son a cot to give him sweet dreams. But when the woodsman lifted his axe, the tree spoke in a voice of rustling leaves. "Don't cut me," said the tree, "and I'll give you a wish." The woodsman's brow furrowed. He had everything he needed: freedom, food and shelter, the beauty and stories of the forest, and the love of his wife and son. Finally, an idea shone in his eyes. "I wish for my family to always be healthy and strong." The tree shivered, and seeds rained into the woodsman's hands. "Plant these around your home, and fruits and herbs will grow to keep your family strong." The woodsman thanked the tree and raced home to plant the seeds. A garden bloomed, so full of health-giving foods that the woodsman's family would always be strong. The woodsman glowed with satisfaction, but he also started to wonder. What else could he ask for? Wants crowded the woodsman's mind, and desires ached in his chest. Before one moon had passed, he stood before the tree once more. "Tree," said the woodsman, "I'm pleased my family are strong and healthy, but I'm poor. I wish for riches to give my son a bright future." The tree swayed, and berries fell that hardened on the ground into luminous jewels. The woodsman rushed to gather the treasures and flew home feeling light as the air. But after he stored the jewels, he yearned for something more. Before another moon passed, he was back at the tree. "Tree," said the woodsman, "my family and I live in a small cabin. I wish we had a bigger home." The tree shook, and a golden nut dropped. "Plant this, and a castle will grow." The woodsman's heart leapt. He beamed as he found a clearing in the forest, planted the nut, and then watched a castle rise from the earth, with rainbow walls and a shining golden domed roof. Delight bubbled in the woodsman, but still he itched for more. So he went back once again. "Tree," said the woodsman, "my child is but the child of a woodsman. I wish to be a Tsar, and my wife a Tsarina, and then our child would be respected and revered." The tree shook its leaves and sighed. "Go home and be content." But greed clawed inside the woodsman like a hungry wildcat, and his hands twitched upon his axe. "Give me what I ask, or I'll chop you down." But the tree only turned to the sky and sang. The woodsman roared in anger and chopped down a branch, and the tree cried out in pain. The woodsman froze, but it was too late. Tears of sap dripped onto the woodsman, cursing him forever. He ran home filled with remorse and held his family close, as the tears of sap upon the woodsman touched his family too. The next morning the sun shone on the castle, and the woodsman and his wife woke with heavy heads, for he was a bear, and she was a bear, and their son was a fluffy bear cub. Many moons passed before the woodsman and his wife grew accustomed to their new lives, but when they did, they found they were happy. They had freedom, food and shelter, beauty, stories and love, and the bear Tsar and the bear Tsarina, they were respected and revered by the creatures of the snow forest. Memories of their human lives faded, and their souls became the souls of bears, but their cub kept the soul of a human, and often wished to be part of the human world once again. And so a battle began between a wish and a curse, one that goes on and on to this very day.